Hello, Fighter Greg here. Have a gun review. And no, it's not the LCP Max. You cannot get on YouTube and not see some kind of review about the LCP Max. It is loaded up. What I have for you is what I think is one of the sweetest little shooters that you're ever going to wrap your heart and mind around. And it is, if I can find it, here we go. Just want to make sure that we all know it's empty. The Beretta Nano. Just look at that. I just came in from shooting about 50 rounds. I have about probably 500 or 600 rounds through this weapon. It shoots a 9mm Parabellum. It is out of the box. This one was made in Gallatin, Tennessee. They started making them in Accokeek until Maryland started making some ridiculous laws and rules, and Beretta had had enough and they moved out of Tennessee. Good on them. I'm glad they did. This gun is about 19.8 ounces empty. Of course, you got to consider the weight of your bullets. This is a 8-round magazine. My other magazine is a 6-round magazine, so that'd be 8 plus 1. It's 5.6 inches in length. It's about 9/10 of an inch in width. Its height is about 4.17 inches. And this one I picked up probably about 5, maybe 6 years ago. And the reason I'm bringing this to the attention of you YouTubers is that if you're really interested in a sweet shooting 9mm that will not let you down, you need to consider this. You can see the etching on the back, some strapping right here on the front. When these first came out, they were being advertised everywhere for about $586, somewhere in that price range. Right now, you can pick them up for $300 or less. It's amazing. You can see it has the safety trigger. You can't snag that on something and pull the trigger unless you have your finger on the trigger, and that additional that only safety is there. It does not have an external safety. This gun is very easy to pop the magazine out. As you can see, it almost pops itself out. In fact, it does pop itself out. As I said, I just finished putting about 50 rounds through this. I have a range in my backyard about 20 steps from my back door, which makes it very handy. And this particular weapon is spot on, or as spot on as I can make it. As you can see, it has these type of sights. Now, these are an upgrade. These are the tritium night sights that I purchased maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't know why I waited so long, but I did. It's striker fired. It's extremely concealable. Very, very easy. I carry at the appendix. Now, I know a lot of folks have a problem with appendix carry, but I kept getting my shirt coming up over my back and exposing the weapon. So I carry at the appendix, and I actually have a holster that was made by Beretta. There you can see Beretta. It's not entirely cheap, but it's a very, very well-made, sturdily constructed holster. It fits the weapon perfectly, as you can see. And one of the reasons I wanted to bring this up is because I think that this is one of the best kept secrets for some odd reason in the shooting world. These things are so easy to manipulate. Now, this little screw right here, you would cock back, and then this just slides right off the front, and inside, of course, you have your spring and your striker and everything else in there. It's all very accessible. It also has a decocker, this little thingy right here. If you wanted to clean your gun after you're certain it's empty, you can press this decocker, or you can just pull the trigger. What I've discovered about this gun is it is most accurate at the 6 o'clock position on the target at about 6.5 to 7 yards. The FBI says most gunfights take place in about a 21-foot distance, and I'm not going to argue with the FBI because they certainly know more about it than I do. But what I said earlier is I'm going to stick with this is one of the sweetest and best kept secrets out there. If you ever come across one, and you can pick it up for around $300, you can probably find them for less. You'd be doing yourself a favor, and you would get on here and you would thank me, thank me, thank me. The trigger pull itself is probably in weight around 6.5 to 7 pounds. And that's another safety feature because, as I said, the gun does not have an external manual safety. It is very, very compliant. It's very reliable. The only time I've ever had any malfunctions is when one of the bullets was a dummy and it just wouldn't go off. So that said, this is a short video. It's just something to remind you that there are some guns out there that have been produced. They've stopped producing them, and I don't know why they didn't advertise this gun a little bit more than they did, if they did at all. It's just an amazing little weapon. I'm going to let you look at it again because it's worth looking at. Now, that's what the extended mag right there. If you come across one and you can pick it up for $300 or less, you will be glad you did. Thank you very much. God bless. God bless America. Salve Ukraini. And may we all spend time in prayer for those poor families in Texas at the elementary school there. It just breaks my heart. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you later. Fighter Greg signing off.